Hey guys, Titanium J52 here with a review of Ninjago set 70746, Condrai Copter Attack. This set retailed for $30 in the US when it came out in winter 2015, had 311 pieces and 3 minifigs. So first off, let's take a look at those figs. Here, probably the most exciting fig at the time, for this set at least, is Skylar. The Elemental Master of Amber only appeared in this suit in this set, so this is an exclusive fig. She's armed with a silver crossbow. She also has a brown quiver. She has this really nice yellow-orangey color to her suit, and it looks really nice. When I first got this minifig, I was really impressed by its detail, and it matches the ninja's Zukin outfits from the Tournament of Elements. They're kind of jungle robes. Underneath the mask, you see this kind of determined Skylar expression. And then on the other side, there was this weird face here. I'm going to remove this so you can see the back. There's the back. But there was this strange face here. I'm not sure what that was. That was never seen in the show. It might have been seen in the comics, but I cannot confirm that. But overall, this was a really good fig, and if you were after the character of Skylar, if you really liked Skylar from the show, you were definitely getting this set. Here is Master Chen. Master Chen without the cape. So at the time, Master Chen without the cape was an exclusive to this set. If you don't count the cape as being separate, then he was in one other set at the time. But he's also since come out in a set in Day of the Departed, the Ultra Stealth Raider, and a foil pack in the UK and Europe. And the one with the cape came in Enter the Serpent, but this one comes in this set, and he's got this nice helmet and a Condrai skull piece. Underneath, he's got some nice printing, some red around the eyes, sideburns, and mustache and beard, more of a goatee actually. And then his printing is really nice, some really nice robes. He's got the dark red, he's got a bit of purple in there, and it kind of looks like a bit of a snake scale. He's armed with a Wolverine claw. And then on the back, he has the, there you go, you guys can see that now. He's got the Anacondrai symbol on the back of his torso printing. Then last up, and the other exclusive figure, is Izor. This guy is the Mohawk guy, basically. He's armed with an Anacondrai sword. He's got a Mohawk, and then the printing for his face is exclusive. He's got the silver eye there, and then kind of a bit of a snake tattoo part on his face. He's got kind of a jacket here that's open. You can see his chest as well as a fang or a tooth. You see the belt printing here with the snake mouths, and then you see the leg printing here, which looks really nice. They even got printing on the feet. And then on the back, there is a different version of the Anacondrai symbol compared to Master Chen's. This one's white and black, while Master Chen's is kind of a shiny color. So, the first thing we'll get into is this small little hoverboard build. Unlike some side builds we've seen in Ninjago, this one actually does come in. It does actually show up in the series a little bit. You can put a minifig there, and that's really all it does. And you just fly it around, and it's got fire coming out the back. It's got swords. Skylar can kind of defend herself from the copter here, and she can fly around, and I think it's really fun. It's really simple, doesn't do anything, but it doesn't really have to do anything. It's this simple as a little extra build gets. And I'm personally glad that this actually showed up in the show, because most extra builds don't do that. But anyway, let's get into the Condrai Copter. First we'll seat the minifigs in here. You can put Master Chen here driving. It's a little bit hard to get him in and out though, because of the Condrai skull piece he wears. And then you can put Izor on the other side, and he can, I guess, press this red button here. It's kind of hard to see, but I guess that could kind of be a trigger for the weapons. No place to put their extras, but I mean, I guess they couldn't do everything here. I'm not super mad about that. But the copter is in landed mode right now. If you flip up the wings a bit, which are on these little ratcheted joints here, you can have it be in flying mode. You can also readjust the wings to go up, maybe if it needs to like fit through a skinny position, maybe between two larger vehicles, maybe between two cliffs. You can also have them go down or up like this, get a lot of different angles. And on each wing you have a laser blaster here and a flick missile, which I will demonstrate there. So being able to adjust the wings gives you good firepower. Also to note, this is when the spring-loaded shooters, spring-loaded projectiles, were relatively new. So I was glad to see that they were still including the old school flick fire missiles in sets and not completely abandoning them. On the front here, you have this nice menacing darker tan Condrai snake type face. A lot of purple accenting colors. You got white fangs and some other white kind of representing bones. This kind of long part down the middle. Then on the back there's a single rotor here. It can rotate, though it doesn't really need to. This can also go up and doesn't really need to. Same with this. And you may notice this pin here. You might be wondering, titanium, what does that do? Well, you press that pin down and it releases a net. And you can see how it goes in here now. These pieces push it out, and then when it goes back in, you fold the net up, and then just shove it in. The net can get caught on the fangs in the front, so you got to be careful about that. And I personally don't like this net shooter. It doesn't really work entirely. It doesn't fold out all the way. Sometimes, usually it folds out like that, where it's just half and half. But on the flip side, there is actual net shooter in the show, though I don't think it's in the Condrai Copter. You can kind of relate it to the moment in the show when Kai and Skylar get captured by Kapow and Chop with a net that subdues their elemental powers. So I like that aspect, but I think the net shooter just doesn't work very well for this. In my experience, net shooters in general just haven't worked too well based on sets that I've had and reviews that I've seen. But I think it was a good try on LEGO's part. They've certainly improved with net shooters, so I'm not like unhappy about it. I think that the wings on the copter are good. I like all the different angles you can get, and that's definitely going to be fun for kids. I also like kind of the look of it. I love the dark tan color usage. I think that was a really nice color choice. And also the purple pieces as kind of highlights also work well. And I love this little hoverboard thing. I think it's really great. I would just really like that build as well. And overall, I think this set is pretty good. I wouldn't rate it like an A+, but I'd say it's like a solid playset. It's a good price per piece ratio for what you're getting. You get some semi-large pieces with these pieces for the kind of fan things. The word escapes me at the moment. You get the net piece, which I'm sure isn't easy to make. Not too many other large pieces, but you do get 2 exclusive minifigs, and it's the second cheapest way now to get Master Chen. Cheapest way at that time. So I think that was pretty good for kids. You get 2 important characters, depending on how you view them. You get a really cool new hero character and also a really cool looking villain character. So I think that works well in the minifig regard. And so essentially I think this set is really good. If you have an opportunity to buy it, then go for it. If you can get it like fairly, at least like new at retail price now, I'd say that's a pretty good deal. If you can get it new and under retail price, that's always a good deal. But yeah, overall this set is really good, and I definitely recommend it. But that's gonna do it for this review. If you agree with my opinions, feel free to comment it. If you don't, you can also comment it, and also comment down below if you have any Ninjago sets that you want to see me review. That's all for now. This is Titanium J52. See you guys in the next video.